A very good morning to one and all present here. I'm very happy and excited to welcome you all to the 4th Induction program for the research scholars of Anna University enrolled during the July 2023 session. We are back conducting this grand event after 3 successful editions benefiting thousands of scholars of Anna University. Let us begin this day with an invocation. I request everyone to raise for the Tamil Thai Valthu.
நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிதமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பதர கண்டமிதில் தெற்கணமும் அதிசிறந்த திராவிடன திருநாளும் தக்க சிறு திரை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you all. Please be seated. Now I request the dignitaries to light the Kuttuvilakku. Thank you, professors. This induction program, with loads of research insight for the present and the future, is not possible today without the support from our visionary Vice Chancellor, Professor R. Velraj, with a steering team headed by Director, Center for Research. I now invite our Additional Director, Professor G. Kumaresan, to formally invite the dignitaries and delegates of today's program with a formal welcome address.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor R. Velraj, former Dean College of Engineering Gindi, Professor Inian, respected Director Center for Research Umarani ma'am, my dear colleagues and professor from various centers and departments, professor from Center for Faculty Development Vanajaranjan, and my dear young research scholars, a warm welcome to one and all present here. It gives me an immense pleasure to start this auspicious occasion by heartily welcome everyone. My special thanks goes to our Honorable Vice Chancellor. Sir, as this is the 4th time, Sir accepted our request, and already Sir has given wonderful, the very first lecture usually given by our Professor Vice Chancellor Velraj Sir. Through his lecture, a lot of the scholars are benefited, and those lectures are available in our Center for Research website. Sir has already set benchmark for his research achievements. So I would say he is a true all-rounder in aspects of good teacher and good administrator. That's why good researchers, and that's why Sir is able to reach such a high level in this university. In fact, Professor Inian Sir, so before our VC Sir arrived here, I had conversation with Inian Sir, and Sir said when Inian Sir visited Israel, just now Sir pointed out where the various universities visited by Professor Inian Sir, and everyone appreciated our Vice Chancellor research work. Just now Sir has actually said. So such a penetration he created, such impact Sir has created across the globe. That's why Sir, as our Vice Chancellor, has recognized as a top 2% scientist continuously for this third time, fourth time. Sir identified as a top 2 scientist in the world. Sir, thanks for accepting our invitation to deliver about the lecture, how to kickstart the research work for our young research scholars. So definitely our scholars will benefit through your lecture. And next, my thanks goes to Professor Inian sir. In fact, 10 days back when I approached Professor Inian sir, sir was in Israel. So now the situation entirely different in Israel. So just now we sir said about for what purpose sir visited Israel. Even after his retirement, sir shown keen interest to visit various universities located in Israel. So I really appreciate for your interest. Still you keep in touch with various reputed universities, sir. I welcome for this. So the first lecture given by our Indian sir. So we want to have the first impact as a best impact. That's why we have identified sir as the first lecture in the area of art of doing literature survey. In fact, sir has published several research literature review papers. So he is one of the apt person to address how to start your literature survey, because that is the stepping stone for your everyone, research scholar. So if you do perfectly your literature survey, obviously you will come up with a research problem. So that information sir is going to deliver so in the first lecture. I express my heartfelt thanks to our director, Center for Research, Professor Umarani madam. So in fact, madam, after taking us charge as director, so initiated such a nice program as per the direction of our Vice Chancellor. So of course, this is the fourth time we are organizing such a good program, research program for the benefit of the scholars joined in this university. So this program, like the compulsory for all the scholars, the 4 campus, so where the scholars should attend physically. The rest of the scholars from other parts of the colleges, they are joining already in the online. So definitely, ma'am, because of your great effort, our research scholars time period to complete the research work greatly will reduce. Thanks to the effort taken by our Director, Center for Research. And of course, last but not least, I would like to convey my sincere thanks to my team, Professor Soundarnayagi madam and Professor Gulam sir, and our office staff members, AR, Assistant Registrar and Superintendent, and other supporting staff members for their help. Really appreciated to organize this program. Thank you one and all present here, and I hope these 3 days definitely you will gather much more information which is useful for you to how to proceed your research work without any much hurdles. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir. I now take the privilege to invite the founding director of this induction program, Professor C. Umarani, to provide an insight and concept note about the 4th induction program.
Good morning. I congratulate all the research scholars who are admitted in July 23 session for being part of this reputed university, and who is going to contribute to the development of our nation by conducting cutting-edge research in their respective fields. So research, it is critical to the advancement of Anna University's reputation among other colleges and universities. Anna University is accredited by NAC in the year 2023 recently with A++ grade, the topmost grade, and in QS World Ranking, Anna University is in the 427th place. And when you see in the NIRF ranking, so in the overall category, Anna University is in the 18th position. And in engineering, it is in the 13th position. And among universities, Anna University stands in the 14th position. And in research, Anna University is in the 13th position in the national level. So this is mainly because of our university's research contribution. In the research, it was in 23rd position in the previous years, whereas now we have moved from 23rd to 13th in the current year. So this is mainly because the research contribution in Anna University. So Anna University continues to gain respect throughout the country because of its research, which is highly regarded. And as our Additional Director, Dr. G. Kumaresan introduced about our Vice Chancellor. Our Vice Chancellor is a great researcher and he has got many credentials in research. So a few of them I just want to say because you should get motivated by the work done by our Vice Chancellor. So he has executed around 15 sponsored research projects. And so 13 as PI and 2 as co-PI, which includes collaborative projects with the Technical University, Germany, University of Birmingham, UK, and also University of Concordia University, Canada. And he has published more than 225 research articles. And he has written 1 book and 1 chapter, and he has guided 37 PhD. So please, guiding 1 or 2, it is not easy. He has guided 37 PhD in his career in Anna University. And also, he has received many awards. DAD Fellowship by Germany. And as Professor Kumaresan introduced, he is recognized as a top 2% scientist in the international level in the field of energy by the recently released list by Stanford University, USA. And he is a recipient of Best Posted Award, and he has got many awards for research. And in the state level also, he is a recipient of Tamil Nadu Scientist Award in 2014, and he has received many awards from Anna University itself. He is also not only researcher, he is also an active consultant. He has received Active Consultant Award in 2011, Best Innovation Award in 2013, and Achievement Award by Appadurai Chair for Power Systems, Anna University in 2017. So the list goes very long. So we are very fortunate to have a very good researcher, consultant, and teacher as our Vice Chancellor. And so this induction program, it has come to real mainly because of our Vice Chancellor's initiative and motivation. So the Center for Research, with the able guidance of our Vice Chancellor, it has taken several measures to promote research at Anna University. And so I like to highlight few measures, whatever we have taken recently. One is this introduction of induction program and workshop for young researchers. We conduct induction program for every batch of students, and also we conduct one-day programs. So recently we conducted thesis writing and patent filing as one, and many such. How to file the patent, so that also we conducted one-day program. So many such one-day programs we are planning, and we have already conducted. And main important thing is, whatever we conduct, we get the help from Mentor, one agency, so that it is always available. Now it is, this induction program is attended offline by our scholars from the university departments, whereas it is also attended by online by the scholars who are registered from other affiliated institutions, from other places. So it is also available in our website. So please make use of all those lectures, which is mainly arranged for the benefit of our research scholars. And the second important measure, whatever we have taken, is formation of Research Advisory Committee, domain-wise. So we have completed one advisory committee meeting process, and so we got a very good appreciation for that. So one such Research Advisory Committee meeting is over. So what is done in this research, we have already doctoral committee. So it meets every time, and it monitors your progress stage-wise. So this Research Advisory Committee, it is mainly because, you'll be presenting before this Research Advisory Committee, and if any modification or any suggestions, so it is given, the committee members include only the experts domain-wise, so they give advice. They give only advice, and if you want to make any changes, it can be done at the initial stages itself. So in most of the cases, our Vice Chancellor usually says, if the question is correct, the answer will be correct. If the question itself is wrong, whatever we do, at the final stage only we realize that it is not correct. The question itself is wrong. So then definitely your answer will be wrong. So we'll make something and we'll show something. So the result will not be useful to the society. So our aim in introduction of this research advisory committee is mainly to correct your objectives at the initial stages itself, so that whatever you do, that will be benefit to the society. And so the third important thing is award for outstanding publications. So please refer our website. So whenever you publish in Q1 journals, you'll be given a certificate of recognition. And also, if you have 5 publications in Q1 journals, then you'll be given the best thesis award. So please refer this at the initial stages itself, so that you can work towards getting this outstanding awards. And so as young researchers, you are all stepping into your research career now. So it is different from the regular classwork programs like BE or ME. Whereas in regular programs, the number of years is fixed. When you will complete your BE degree or ME degree. Whereas in the research, it is the completion, the time of completion. It mainly depends on how you work and how you interact with your supervisor or other course researchers. So that is very important. The stages of research work is mainly, the first one is you will be doing coursework, then literature survey, experimental work or theoretical work you will be carrying out, analysis part, publication and thesis writing. So in the literature survey, why it is done? Mainly to identify what is the actual research gap. So the literature survey is to be done very carefully and seriously, so that the actual research problem can be identified, you can proceed with that. So this is the 4th induction program. In all the earlier programs also, we had lectures from eminent professors. So how to use the digital resources for literature review. Everything is available in our website. Please refer that. And this time, we have our professor, Dr. Inian, who is going to talk about the literature survey, the art of literature survey. So our Professor Inian, as Professor Kumaresan introduced, he has a lot of publications and a good researcher. So he'll be going to give talk on literature survey. And about our library. So our library is one of the state-of-art library. So utilize all the e-resources available in our library. So earlier, when we did our PhD, I was searching, at the time of writing my thesis, I was searching for a photograph where a structure has failed due to earthquake, because my research was related to earthquake engineering. So I was not able to get a single photograph. So I searched many newspapers. That was our only source those days. Now it is not so. We have all e-sources. Resources are available. So our library is a state-of-art library. And I should thank at this stage that Vice Chancellor has taken a measure to provide every year a fund of Rs 5 crores for library development. Thank you, Professor. And I should thank our library director also. And now he has taken one measure for the establishment of Anna University E-Resource Consortium for the University Department, constituent colleges, and affiliated colleges of Anna University. So this will largely help the young researchers even located at remote places. Now you are in University Department, you stay at Anna University Ginti campus, and you can go to the library easily. Whereas the persons who sit at the remote villages like Tirunelveli, Nagarkoil, in many places, they don't get opportunity to get the e-resources. Whereas now we are going to form one e-consortium, e-resource consortium. So this will help all the students to refer the literature easily. So thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor and Director Library for this initiative. We invite popular researchers from different disciplines to tell about the techniques used in their discipline. So in this induction program, we have invited Dr. O. Umageshwari to tell about the image processing, and Dr. Varalakshmi, who is Director for Center for Artificial Intelligence. She will be talking about AI, Artificial Intelligence. So I think all of you are aware that AI is a buzzword in the recent times. It is the attraction, and all of you should be aware about the application of AI in your discipline. So realizing this importance of at global level, So we have planned to invite international and national experts who are using AI and IoT in their disciplines for this international conference on research trends in artificial intelligence and IoT for industry and infrastructure, which is planned during March 6th to 8th, 2024. So, thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor for granting permission for conducting this international conference. What is the idea here is, we are exposing you all to the different stages of research to enable you to complete your research efficiently and also at the earliest. So, another important component of research is analysis. Statistical analysis will be highly useful for that. So, we advise everyone to learn how to collect data sampling and analysis. Dr. Peer Mohammed of our university, a senior professor, and Dr. Arivade Nambi, they will be delivering lectures on statistical and probability analysis. And the another important point here is communication. You should know how to communicate with co-researchers. So the important skills for academic communication, it will be delivered, the lecture will be delivered by Dr. Shobha, who was our Deputy Director here in Center for Research, and now she is Associate Professor in NIT TTR, Chennai. And one more lecture which we have planned is towards mental wellness. So not only studies are important, we should also be stable and we should have good mental wellness. So that lecture will be delivered by eminent professor who has written a lot of books, Joy of Research. So please refer the books written by Dr. Balaji. So he will be delivering lecture on the title Towards Mental Wellness. So this is about the lectures we have planned during the 3 days. And one more lecture is given by Web of Science, and MathWorks. It will be given by Professor Vivek Ashoka, and another paper by Art of Writing research paper by IIT Professor Dr. Lakshmi Narayanan Gardas. So we have almost covered all the topics. So one important thing is IPR, intellectual property rights, how to file patents. So that is also important. So that is delivered by Ram Jawahar. He is from IPR, who was also our own faculty earlier. So all the topics are almost covered. A few topics, many of the topics are available. Earlier lectures are available in our website in the video gallery. I request every one of you to refer that and get benefited. And finally, a request to our Vice Chancellor at this stage. So as an encouragement to our researchers, now we are proposing to post every day about the details of research work of those who have completed their research with good publication in our CFR website main page with the title, A Researcher a Day. So every day, those who have completed with good publication will get the details from the scholar in a standard format, and that will be posted in the website main page. So this is mainly to encourage good works to be done in our university. So I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor to grant permission for this. So this is on the title, A Researcher a Day. And I hope definitely our Vice Chancellor will give permission for this. So I request every one of you to work towards good publication. And so every one of you should give your details so that we'll post in the main web page. That is a very good honorarium, because Anna University is a reputed university and your work will be posted in the CFR website. So I request every one of you to get benefited out of this induction program, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for summarizing the 3-day activity. Now it's time to felicitate our dignitaries. I now request our Director, Madam, to felicitate our Honorable Vice Chancellor with the bouquet and a book. I request our Additional Director, Professor Kumaresan, to felicitate our Senior Professor, Professor Inian, with the bouquet and the book. Thank you, sir. Now the time has come to listen to the powerful and motivating words of our Honorable Vice Chancellor. Professor Velraj, sir, will be delivering the inaugural address. Over to you, sir.
Very good morning. I join with our Director Research and Additional Director Research in welcoming Dr. Inian to this inaugural function of this induction program. And respected Professor Inian, Dr. Umarani, Director Research, Dr. Kumaresan, and Deputy Director, and all professors, Dr. Vanajaranjan, and all researchers who are going to join with Anna University main campus, and all the researchers who are viewing from online will be doing research in various campuses of Anna University, affiliated colleges. It's my pleasure to give some thoughts about research. You are going to stay in this campus almost 3 years, minimum 3 years to 4 years you will be here. What kind of initial suggestions will reduce your stay? We should not extend your stay, we should reduce your stay. Being a full-time scholar, you can finish your research even within 2 years also. 2 years is the maximum duration for research scholars. Though you are getting scholarship for 3 years, sometimes even for 5 years, the minimum duration is only 2 years. But now the kind of tools and other help you get, it is possible to finish your research within 2 years. PhD research, it's very definitely it's possible. So this kind of induction program we have started some 2 years ago. It is the 4th program. That means 1.5 years ago we have started this kind of induction program. Hope this definitely will reduce the research duration of our research scholars appreciably. And you are also going to be benefited. It's better in the first 3 induction, all induction program, I used to come in the inaugural function and give some 45 minutes or 1 hour presentation. But I don't want to repeat the same thing because it's all already available. Whatever, how to conduct research, how to select the topic, what mistakes you should not do, all these things I have already mentioned in my earlier induction program. So I request, because all the speakers who have come are eminent researchers. So if you listen those lectures, definitely your every lecture will reduce your research stay here by 1 month. Suppose if you are listening some 25 lectures, definitely 2 years research stay will be reduced. So all very good tips will be there. The Professor Balaji from IIT, he is our alumnus of this mechanical department, CEG. Now he is professor there. He is a very good researcher and editor for many of the, some 2 to 3 research journals. Very good journals, he is the editor. So now he is writing books like Art of Doing Research. Enjoy, and what is that? Joy of Doing Research. Joy of Doing Research. So he enjoys doing research. That he is delivering means how playfully you should do research. You should not get stressed. You should not get stressed. When you do research, you should enjoy and doing research. That book, it's a very good book. I have also read that book. So I insisted every induction program he has to come. He also comes. He is a very good, because of, he is an alumnus of College of Engineering, Indi, BE he did here. So every induction program he used to come. You listen all his. So before you come for the next, that is tomorrow also it is there, no? 3 days. 3 days. So it's better who are all going to teach that lecture, you listen and come. So, yeah. Mostly for some of you may be teachers also. If the students come to the class with some small preparation, that understanding and learning will be very effective. Like that, in the coming days also, that is 2 days induction program, if you listen those people's lecture and if you sit here, that understanding level will be very, very high. Because now there is a large gap between you and the researchers who have done some 100 research work. So whatever, with their experience, whatever they are telling, the way I want to tell and what you understand will be different. There won't be there will be a large gap. Whatever I am trying to tell, everything you cannot grasp the way I want to convey. There will be a big gap. But if you are able to read something and if your urge to learn is little higher, then the understanding level, the percentage of transfer of information will be very, very high. That you understood. The students should be there in the class with the urge to learn. Like that, some experienced people are going to share. If you have very good urge, then whatever we want to communicate, it will reach you. Many times, for example, the students come to me, I tell something, they cannot understand what I want to tell. After 1 year only, what I told 1 year ago, they will understand. After 1 year. Because they will read lot of things, then they will tell as if they are telling a new message. But as a teacher, we will be happy, at least now he understood. Am I right? The understanding level, the gap will be very high. The grasping power, there will be a lot of difference, the gap will be very high. So you should understand, whenever you are going to your research supervisor to discuss, you should read that day and what you want to ask with a good interest, with the urge to get knowledge, you should go. Otherwise, whatever he tells will not reach you. After 5 minutes, 10 minutes of discussion, the supervisor will understand it's hereafter telling is waste of time, but you may not be knowing because your grasping power will not be that much. So that you should understand. Okay. So you should, the urge to learn should be there always. Otherwise, the transfer of knowledge will not happen. Okay. So now I'm not going to repeat how to do research. It's all already I have mentioned in my this lecture. You please listen. Otherwise, repeating will be waste of time, I feel. Nowadays, with the digital resources available, it's definitely a waste of time. But one point I want to tell, every meeting I used to tell that again, already informed by our director research, the question should be very perfect. The question, research, any researcher, the objective, what is the title of the research? What is the objective of your research? 90% of the researchers who are getting this degree, the question is wrong. So the answer, obviously for any wrong question, will there be any answer? No answer will be there. But people will be searching for wrong questions for long period than the correct. If the question is correct, the answer will come automatically because human brain is very intelligent. It will get the correct answer also. As a consultant, for example, after doing research, I became consultant also. I have conducted a lot of consultancy assignments also. So whenever any industry person, they also have very good knowledge. Okay, they are every day they will be working in the industry with a lot of pressure. They have very good experience. But in the industry, there will be some problem. But if they come to us and they explain some half an hour what is their problem. We have several knowledge from the research and other visiting other industries, we have different kind of knowledge. But if we ask after half an hour of their discussion, if I ask the correct question, then he will not come again because he will get the answer also. As a consultant, we should not ask the correct question because he will not give the work order to us to execute the consultancy assignment. Because he has already knowledge. Okay, after half an hour of discussion, we understand what is their problem. We also know the solution. But the correct question, if you put to them, you will not get the consultancy assignment. Because the human brain is so intelligent, with their experience, they themselves will get the answer. Understood? The power of asking sharp question you should know. The power of asking, only very good teachers can ask the correct question. But if you ask the correct questions, the very smart students will automatically, the answer will come from their brain because the human brain has everything. Human brain has everything. If you ask the correct question, it will come automatically. So now, having understood the power of asking correct question, first you should set your research objectives perfectly. Understood? Openly I am telling, after I have guided many researchers, after that when I go to this Viva OC examination for other students, if I asked one correct questions to the students, researchers who are presenting the Viva OC examination, immediately they will understand, many students, they understand whatever they have done all the 5 years is waste. They have done all wrong things. Many times it happened. But then they will cry. Understand? Then they will cry. So after that, I stopped going to Viva OC examination. Because having understood, I have the curiosity to ask the question, but the research supervisor also will be in a different condition, so I don't go there. So you understand the power of asking the correct questions. If you ask the correct question, many researchers, they immediately understand whatever they have done, all the 5 years is wrong. That means what? Their question was wrong. They have went around to get something, to get the answer for wrong questions. So they would not have been satisfied with the answer they got. So even in the computer black box, it's a black box. The software, it has thousands of intelligence engineers' brain is there inside the software. But only if you define the conditions correctly, it will give the correct answer. Am I right? Any question if you give, it will give answer or not. But useless answer it will give. Am I right? If you ask some question which is wrong, what it will give? It will give some answer. If you give some input, it will give some answer. It is an useless answer. That is like the same way like our human brain. Understand? So you should understand the power of asking correct questions. Having understand that only, I told our research director, so there are so many students doing research, the doctoral committee also will not be very serious nowadays. Many of the research students, they are not getting very good committee. So we have advisory committee. What is that committee? Research advisory committee. So after 1 year of your work, there will be a research advisory committee to allow you to proceed your research. Okay. So that committee will be, because that many powerful people we are not getting for all students. So we have decided for every team there will be a research advisory committee, whether you are proceeding your work in the correct direction. So having understood the power of asking correct questions, what is your first job? You should ensure whether your research objectives are correct or not. So whether after you do your literature survey, what is the research gap? So now you are going to listen how to conduct a literature survey efficiently. Professor Inian, he has published several survey research articles, which are cited several times, which are cited more than 1,000 times, some research articles. So you will understand how to carry out the literature survey. After literature survey, you will know the research gap. Then you should define your research objectives. That research objectives, you should ensure, you should confirm whether it is the right question, at least after some 6 months. Understood? So then you go for this confirmation. Then that time we are also having another research advisory committee. So that committee also approves. Then only you should know that you are going to travel in the right direction. Then if you get the correct question, correct objective, after that the time required will be very less. Very less. Okay, so that you need to understand the question. The sharp question, if you ask, answer will be there. Definitely there will be an answer for that. But wrong question, will there be any answer? No answer for the wrong questions. So people will trying to complete their research in 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, because there is no answer for their question. They won't get the answer for their wrong questions. So the power of asking correct questions, you should understand. Research objective is one such measure, because human's life, that is precious duration of your life, you are there doing research, young age. That time you should not waste your time unnecessarily. So also nowadays, this chat GPT, and there is another tool called AI Genie. How many of you know the AI Genie? Please raise your hand. Only one person. Now the powerful tool, Like ChatGPT, how many of you are using? How many of you are using ChatGPT for writing any letter or anything? Huh? You are using. It will draft very good letter within 1 second. Am I right? But there also you will get very good letter writing. How you will get? If you put forth the question very perfect. Am I right? Now there itself you can understand the power of asking question. If you are able to put forth the question correctly, you need not even correct anything on that. Straight away with 1 minute, you can draft a letter to any letter, any kind of letter. Nowadays, ChatGPT is giving. How many of you are using this very efficiently? You will become a powerful person. But you should know how to use it efficiently. The keyword which you give, if it is how to write, what all the things to be added, order in which it has to be right. Then any drafting anything, the mind should tell how to order that in a perfect way. That is very important. So that the question also, if you ask the ChatGPT in a perfect way, then within 1 minute, nowadays, hereafter, no PS required, because the ChatGPT itself will immediately tell everything, whatever you want. Any great administrator also, if they are efficient, using this ChatGPT, and for researchers means this AI Jenny tool. AI, hereafter you start using that, but you should not, in the initial level itself, if you use, sometimes your brain will not work after few years. So you should use it in an efficient way, because you should not stop using your brain. You should use your brain. So don't get anything, you should not get addicted. You should not get addicted. But the way in which you should take its help, but you should make your brain very active. That also is there. You keep on writing. You apply your brain, how to use it efficiently, how to use these tools efficiently. AI Jenny tool is a powerful tool for research scholars, and ChatGPT for any administration and letter writing, it's a very powerful tool. You use that, then you can communicate with the people with the power. Art of writing is also communication skill also. If you want to communicate with any professor, how to write letter, it will help you. It will, how to write, first time I want to contact a professor from New Zealand, how to write a letter, how to get introduced yourself. You write, it will give beautifully how to write the letter. The ChatGPT is giving. So today itself, those who are not started using this ChatGPT, how to write letters to anyone with the powerful things that you should practice. AI Jenny also, you start using that. It is a powerful tool, but some universities are telling the students' brain will stop working, so you should not allow them to use the tool. But always, very good tools will be very useful to power your research. That you should know. So, okay, these two things, right? Asking correct question and use of these latest tools for research, for this artificial, it's all artificial intelligence. After few writing some few letters, then this computer can understand about what you want, who are you, everything it can understand, everything it understands. So before writing question itself, what are the keywords you are going to give, that also it will understand. So immediately it will give the way you want. So the artificial intelligence will train your system, what is your requirement, and accordingly the correct answer it is coming. What is the way you want. Somebody else may require their way of writing letters may be different. So what kind of, so artificial intelligence, it's a generative AI. So many things are coming. So you use the power of AI, that means in the form of some tools like for general purpose, it's ChatGPT, and this research purpose, AI Jenny. Today itself you register and start using nowadays writing getting literature survey is very, very easy. Within 2 seconds you will get everything, whatever is available in this world. Artificial intelligence is helping. But there, what you need to learn, you tell? What you need to learn? How to ask the correct question to the AI Jenny. That if you don't know, it will not give the correct answer. So always asking correct question is the power you have. If you are able to train to ask the correct question, you are master in this world. So you are master. So asking correct question, asking correct research question requires lot of experience in that field. In your research field, to ask the correct question, what you need lot of experience. Experience in that field only, they can only ask a correct question. But without fundamental knowledge, then asking correct question is very, very difficult. Fundamental knowledge in your field is very much required. So why the people are doing wrong research for several years? Because they started doing research without fundamental knowledge. Without fundamental knowledge. Mostly the research is going wrong direction. Whenever you do any research, it's mostly nowadays it's in the application field. But without fundamental knowledge, they will start. Fundamental will be there. Nowadays, lot of tools will be there. Your topic will be from this layer. From this layer, if you start working, some answer you will get. Some answer will be there. But fundamentally, if something wrong means, so nowadays, because of using various tools, software itself is before this MATLAB, before this advent of this MATLAB, everything we need to write a program means we need to understand the physics correctly, then only we can give the input to the how to write the program we understood. But nowadays, after this MATLAB, without writing the coding ability, you can give the problem, instruction. Then that time also it was a great wonder for us. Okay, it is always giving. Then this MATLAB came. Then for the civil and mechanical engineers, the softwares like ANSYS and CFD softwares, Fluent softwares, these are all came. After this, even this, because they are civil and mechanical engineers are good in drawing, engineering drawing, so machine drawing. So it's enough you give the drawing, the computer can understand the physics. You should give the drawing and inlet, initial and boundary conditions, then it can understand the physics of the problem. But if there is a small mistake in giving the input conditions, because without understanding the fundamental itself, you are able to give the input. Am I right? So there will be mistakes also in giving the input conditions. Then you will never get the correct answer, but you will get some answer. But your knowledge, your expertise is not sufficient to verify your answer. For which fundamentally, or you have to practice several times whether it is correct in the real scenario. Like that, understood? So then this top layer, now people are doing what? Even this mathematics knowledge, this computer knowledge in the software is also not required. Everything they are going to make it with the number game. That is what this digital world, everything they are going to make it in a digital form, lot of combination of scenarios, and this scenario they are going to get. It's a number, so that is only this artificial intelligence. Even this kind of softwares like analysis softwares also, this analysis part will go away. Then it is coming with the digital world, directly you will get the answer. You are going to work in the top layer. But top layer, understanding without this fundamental, you do not know you are giving the correct answer or not. But many people, how they are getting degree? How they are getting PhD degree? Without knowing the correct answer. People who are reviewing your thesis, reviewing your journal paper, are also not expert means what? That will get accepted. Then useless things are coming in the world, several things. So you should understand which is the correct thing. So whenever you refer something, you should know whether it is, there are so many journals coming. The reviewer is also not correct. So it will get published. So how to correct journals, whether you are allowed to read this journal or not, how do you know? You should understand who are all the very expert in this field, first you should know. Who are all the expert in the field which you are going to do research. Only those papers you read. Otherwise, all the other papers will make your brain, routing your brain in the wrong direction. Understand? Don't read any paper written by any author unless you know they are the experts in this field. You start only books also, if you start reading some books which are not written by expert, some wrong things will go into your mind, and erasing wrong things is very, very difficult. Erasing wrong things is very, very difficult. Then your mind will try to make something else out of that wrong thing. Again, it is going in the wrong direction. So for research, you should read after confirming whether that researcher is a powerful researcher, expert researcher. That paper alone you read. Then only, that is why this induction program, these are all our experience. So if you start reading any paper written by half-baked researcher, okay, for his talent improvement, it is some kind of publishing is there. It is the path of improving their art of writing. But as a researcher coming from this Anna University, this is the, as per QS World Ranking, we are 10th in the country. We are 427 in the world as per QS World Ranking, and we are 10th in the country after 7 IITs and IISc and Delhi University. We are 10th in the country. That means the paper coming from this research university should have some perfection. Otherwise, over the period, that name will go away. Right? Every researcher, they know. So if do you think any of the authors publishing in Nature Journal, or any of the researcher coming from MIT US or Stanford US, whether they will read the paper written by any researchers from Anna University? They will not read. They will read only the competitive authors who are writing from this other top rank university from Japan. If they are given some assignment like how to review, sometimes for a good journal they will do it. That time they will gain some knowledge. Understand? So like that, now we have gained some reputation. To improve this reputation, you should read only very good journal papers. So you understood the power of the waste of time and the effect of wrong questions. So there are 95% of the information available in the literatures are useless information. Only 5%. That 5%, what are these 5%? You should know initially. How you can identify in the whole world, there may be some 6 to 7 research groups doing pioneering research in your field of research. Some US, some 2 or 3 field groups. Some Europe, some 3 or 4 groups. Then from Australia, Japan, Korea, these people will be doing, China also, they may be some good research groups, hardly some 10 groups. In that research group where they are publishing, if that author's name is there, that alone you read for initially, because initially only very important. The start is very important. The start, if you make mistakes, then it is, your path will be in a wrong direction. Till you make your research objective, you don't read other papers. Okay, very good papers alone you read. After that, after reading, then you will know the power of you. Every paper within 3 minutes, okay, it's a useless paper, you can put. Within 3 minutes, 5 minutes, after seeing these results and discussion, the way okay, useless article, you can say. How you can say? Only you should read the powerful article initially. Okay, powerful, that is at least till you set your objectives, you read very good research article. Anything you don't read, erasing wrong things from the brain is very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. That too at the young age. If you, the school students, if they get good teacher, they will go in the right direction. So that power alone I want to stress very. Then in the coming years, one field, that is if you are in the mechanical department, the mechanical department research alone will not make any new invention or any new output. So you join hands with other department researchers. Join hands with multidisciplinary, transdisciplinary, only will make powerful research. So you should join hands with other department people. Whenever you are spending time, whenever you want to relax means, you don't go with your own department researchers to canteen. You should have research friends from other departments. only when your mood is in a relaxed time, new things will enter. If you are under stress, new things will come. So I used to tell my colleagues, many HODs used to come and they complain, sir, my teachers are not coming at 8:30, what I should do? So let them come at 11 o'clock itself, no problem. They may be working at their home for the research, for the contribution of Anna University only. You don't bother about them. So any academic research environment will not grow with compulsion. Understood? Academic, it's not some skilled labor work you are doing. You are doing some brain work. With the compulsion, it will never come. If you want, you will do it. With the compulsion, research will never come. So whoever is coming that complaining, sir, my teachers are not coming, means, okay, let them come at any time. I used to come, I never come at 8:30 in this college. So, but by 8:30, I will be doing, in my home, I will be working with one of my research scholar only. Okay, so you let them, wherever it is for research, you can do anywhere. So I keep on telling that conducive environment, free environment is required for researchers to excel. So don't think that anybody is compelling. So Dr. Inian, he is a very kind person. I worked under him I worked in Institute for Energy Studies. So 4 years he was my director, and he is a free person. Whoever comes at any time, he will not bother. So that free environment only increase the research atmosphere in the system. So free atmosphere is required to conduct research. So free atmosphere when you will get, when you are going to canteen only, your mind will be very free. Am I right? So if you are under stress, nothing will come. So whenever you are relaxing, chatting with people, you take friendship with other department people, then some small point he will tell, that will give work for some 6 months, right? For other department people. But the same department people, you will never get that kind of opportunity. So you go to canteen with other department friends, and that will give some small ignition, that will give an opportunity to make a big patent and other things. So I got opportunity, I have got some 15 research projects. Initially, some 10 years, I suffered like anything. I went to Delhi several times, and every time when I returned, the way the reviewers tells, I know that I will not get. But after I started submitting the research proposal with one physics professor, one civil professor, one material science professor, one electrical professor, I got every project. All projects I get. After I am the principal investigator, co-principal investigator from physics, co-investigator from mathematics, co-investigator from civil department, electrical department. Then I understood how it is easy to get the research projects. After that, even the research funding agencies are asking me to submit the proposal. I have no time. Funding agency is asking me to submit the proposal, but I have no time. So that it will take only 5 years time. That kind of expertise, and people will give lot of work, you will not get time. That to attain that level, how much duration required? Only 5 years. So if you start working on that level, you will be, then always you start helping others. You start by helping others, you will get lot of power. So though I have officially guided 37 scholars, almost like a supervisor, I would have guided another 30. And many students I start helping. By helping other students, what you will get? Knowledge. Am I right? So as a researcher, now whoever is asking help, you do that. After you start discussing with them, when you return, you will also get some takeaway. Am I right? You will get some takeaway that will power you. That will power your research, that is capabilities, and definitely, so any research scholars coming, not only my research scholar, whoever is coming with some data means I will get interest, because their data are very natural things. To make that experimental setup, they would have worked 1 year. To conduct that experiment, they would have conducted another 4 months. 1 year, 4 months work they are bringing with some data means you are able to get some knowledge within 1 hour. Am I right? So then we will suggest something. Then they know how to write the paper. But I got 1 year, 6 months experience. Am I right? Within some 2 hours. Am I right or not? So whoever is coming to me, I will help. Because we will know. So like that, if you start helping others, always helping others, in the sense this world is very small. Sometimes many of the researchers, they think this is a new thing I have invented, that till you publish, you need to protect that. Nothing is like that. Before you, if it is striking your mind, the same time it would have struck some 100 scholars in this world. But if you don't join with someone and make it some useful paper or useful patent, before that it will get published. Because the world is emerging, the knowledge available in the nature is same. So if now we are getting the chat GPT level, means the whole world will think, after with the chat GPT, what kind of other business, that knowledge will be available, everything. But if you try to grasp that, you will get it. Understand? That the thought is spreading everywhere. But you should go to that level and grasp that knowledge. It's like when you are believing this knowledge is through air, you are spreading this knowledge, our mind also has the same kind of thought spreading. So if you want to grasp the knowledge of others, you should be open and you should be very calm, and what you want, if you start thinking, all the knowledge available in the air will come to you. Understand? That is that you will understand very late. That is the power of keeping calm and doing meditation and all will help you to grasp the knowledge available in the universe. How to grasp this? I am telling about the research, but you also equip yourself. You also should equip yourself to get this. I am telling this knowledge is available everywhere in the universe. You can take that. How to grasp that knowledge available in the universe? Anybody, 10th standard student, he can ask, even he is a powerful student, he can ask something more than that. Am I right? Something more than that. So only if you go to this level, you will understand what is happening here. So step by step only you can go. So every day you should improve your skill and try to understand, but within 1 year in your field you can become an expert. Within 1 year. Because the knowledge available in the world is unlimited. This life is too short to understand everything in this available in this world. As a researcher, in your field alone, you should become expert. Am I right? You should know master of everything. You should know knowledge of everything, but master in one field. That is your research field. Now you have chosen. So to master that, you need to think about the same field every day. Every day there will be a stepping stone, and within 1 year, you will almost reach the topmost expert in this world. If you keep on thinking, and if you have an urge to learn about that, the whole universe will help you. The whole universe will help you. How to get the universal knowledge in a particular field? You should know the power of meditation. Power of doing meditation. Then any field there are so many things, but you can sharpen that and get that. You know the law of conservation of energy. Am I right? 8th standard itself you would have learned. But the law of conservation of energy, what you understand, now itself I am telling whatever there are so many researchers, the understanding of law of conservation of energy among the students who are some mechanical students, maybe their understanding may be 10%. But if you are computer science professional, then your understanding about law of conservation of energy is only 2% now. Though you may think that I know the law of conservation of energy, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be converted from one form to another form. This is understanding of that. Mechanical students, they will study more about the law of conservation of energy. What are the restrictions coming in the second law? They will study something. But if you keep on working, then only you will know whatever you understood in the 10th standard is only 1%. Whatever you have understood after BE is only 10%. Whatever you have understood about ME, energy engineering, after ME Energy Engineering, I understood, that time I understood, I know everything about law of conservation of energy. After I did my PhD also, I thought I understood everything about law of conservation of energy. After guiding some 75 scholar only, I understood what I understood in the 10th standard is only 1%. What I understood after BE is only 5%. And after PhD is only some 20%. After guiding several scholars, it may be now I understood, whatever I understood, even now it is not 100%, maybe some 50%. So in one field, if you want to understand everything, it takes some 6 years, means you cannot understand everything available in this world. So whatever you know is very little. What is that the Tamil verb? கற்றது கைமண் அளவு கல்லாதது கற்றது கைமண் அளவு கல்லாதது உலகளவு. அப்போவே அவங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கு இந்த ரிசர்ச்சை பற்றியில். அந்த ஆனால் நமக்கு இப்போ ஒரு பிஇ முடித்த உடனே the students, they think they know everything in their field of engineering. Am I right? But that field, after doing research only, you will not know anything if now you have completed your master's degree. In the master's degree, after 4 years of study, in the master's degree, you would have studied 18 subjects or 12 subjects. And that subject, about other 11 subject, what do you know? One field you may be doing research. All the other field, you do not know anything. That field, if you get it, that means you are mastering in one field. Then you are mastering in one field. So you should know, கற்றது கைமண் அளவு கல்லாதது உலகளவு. That also should be there always. Always have collaboration with the other disciplinary people. And in the coming years, in the next few years, it is going to be artificial intelligence and machine learning world. Artificial. Now I am telling, if you are not, if you keep on doing your research with your own field, with only with the domain, you cannot complete your research. Because the paper will not get accepted. Paper, only with your domain knowledge, if you try to write some papers, the papers will never get accepted. Then after 3 years only, somebody will tell you, add some artificial intelligence flavor in your research, then it will get accepted. That you should know now itself. So how to change your topics, align to some art, because in the top layer, growth is there in all field. Okay, but fundamental knowledge is also required to set the correct questions. To check whether your question is correct. So researchers should have very good fundamental knowledge in your field alone. So whoever is registering PhD in a particular field, now you start reading from the 8th standard book onwards in your field. Then you will get very good understanding. It's my sincere request. In your field, you start writing very good CBSE books, and then very good textbook written by the very good expert in your field of research, textbooks. After that, at the age of 80, somebody is writing books at the age of 35, you don't read. Understood? They will write only cut and paste. Am I right? They cannot give their expertise. Without understanding, they will start writing books. Don't read those books. So who have written with some experience in their field, then their understanding, if you get, it will make impact on your field. So you start reading from the 8th standard itself, how it is, the principle is given, that you write, then this question will never go wrong. The question will go wrong. So in your domain knowledge, you get fundamental knowledge, and whatever is going in the top layer, emerging technologies, that also should get mixed with your domain knowledge. Then only power you will get for your research. The emerging technologies, all this, now I am going to tell all our teachers should take a course on artificial intelligence. I am going to give the last core committee meeting, we have decided all our professors, whoever joined here, in all discipline, they should undergo the course on artificial intelligence and machine learning. Then only how the world is going, they also can tune to that level. So that I am going to do all my faculty members. So same way our research scholars should have that knowledge. So your domain knowledge integrated with the latest knowledge and interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary aspects integration. One more small tips that I used to tell in all my that is introduction lecture, that also, so fundamental domain, then emerging technologies you are integrating. But for what application? That is very important. If you want to get lot of research citation, As a researcher, you will want lot of research citation, am I right? But which area will be more wanted by the public? Pardon? Among the various area, which area will get lot of attraction by the total people in the world? Pardon? Our health, am I right? Our health, because every human, that health is very important. So if you are able to apply your research, fundamental research and emerging technology in the field of health, the citation you will get will be very high. Then in the field of energy, environment, agriculture, these are societal relevant field. Societal relevant field. In this field, if you are able to connect your research domain and this artificial intelligence, connecting to this field, then you can make lot of impact to the researchers. Impact to the researchers. Because in addition, for industrial requirement means some material development. If you are contributing for the industrial researchers, every research field for the new product development, what is required? New material. So new material side you can work also, the citation will be, this is for the industrial development. For the societal requirement, health, energy, environment, agriculture, and then for the industrial application means it is material and some manufacturing process. So only 6 areas, all research you should focus. Health, energy, environment, and for food related. This energy side, when you tell this waste management, all these things will come. This liquid waste, solid waste management, all these you can come under energy and environment combinedly. Energy and environment combinedly. This agricultural field. Then in the industrial research means material development and manufacturing process enhancement. Then some management technique you can use, or administering the whole process. So these are only research. So now you understood. So one domain knowledge, powerful tools, whichever is emerging as of now, that should be integrated. For which application you should know. Accordingly, you coin your research objectives. Then publishing paper will be very easy. Research impact will be very easy. Research impact will be very easy. You will be because there are so many research fields. So do you know how many people may be doing research in the field of engineering in India? How many people may be doing research in the field of engineering in India? Can you guess a small number, you tell? In engineering field, how many people in India? The population is 140 crores. Okay, 140 crores. How many people will be doing research in the field of engineering? Approximately, you tell. Huh? Okay, maybe in engineering alone, some 25,000 people may be doing. So out of that, in Tamil Nadu alone, some 10,000 people will be doing. Am I right? Tamil Nadu is leading. So Tamil Nadu, under her leadership itself, some 10,000 people are doing research. Am I right? How many? 13,800. Out of them, maybe some 3,000 maybe doing research in the field of science. So engineering field, if you take some 10,000 from Anna University, people are doing. Every year new enrollment will be some 1/5 of that. 1/5 of. So to every year new research scholars in engineering, some 10,000 people only will be entering. But you should know more than 10,000 research fields are there or not. Research field, if you take in engineering, it's possible to make more than 10,000 fields or not. More than 1 lakh field you can take. So what, at the end of 4 years, there may be some 10 people who are powerful doing research in this field. You also should one among them. And maybe in the same field in the whole world, hardly some 500 people will be doing that research. Hardly 500 people will be a pioneering researcher. So whenever you go to any very good conference in your narrow field, you will see all the people. You will see, you should get an opportunity to attend that kind of conference. then you will think that after end of 4 years, then you will know that you will get a feel that you are an expert in the world in your field. That feel you should get. Am I right? Because you will be talking with all the people who have written very good article in Nature and other article, that you will be seeing that those people will be in the dais and you will be interacting with them during the tea time. Then you will know that is a very small world, we are doing research in this field. That you should get. So you should get that kind of collaboration. Initially, you should not waste time in attending small conferences. Okay, that is for different people. Being here, sitting here in the good university, you should attend only good conferences, where lot of eminent speakers, eminent people will be attending. Okay, so don't waste time in reading substandard journals. You should know the article written by experts. You keep on reading. Sometimes you may not understand, but after you start reading, if you change the time, early morning, if you start reading, then slowly the understanding will improve. Then how to write the results and discussion and all, I have already gave in the how to write the abstract, how to write the art of writing research article, I gave, I think. How to write, that lecture you listen. So how to write the research article, and all lecture given during these induction programs are very, very useful. You spend these puja holidays, you spend for that. So listen, instead of using your WhatsApp, you just using this 3 puja holidays to listen all these lecture, you will become powerful. You will become, at least your research stay will be reduced at least 1 year if you use these 4 days to listen all these lecture. Your research duration you can reduce 1 year minimum, definitely. You will know how to get the correct title. If you get the correct title, that itself, if anybody is getting the correct title, after that, nowadays with the facility available, hardly 9 months only required to complete your research. Hardly 9 months, to my knowledge, 9 months only required to complete your research. That is, having understood only, now UGC is telling what? After a bachelor degree itself, you can register for PhD directly. You need not do master's degree now. Now, the facility available and everything decrease the research duration. Now that you should encash. Before all the people in this world understand that, being sitting in the good university, you should understand that, and you should reduce your research stay and make your research powerful. Then you will become an expert. So anything if you get at the age of 50 is of no use. All this I understood at the age of 50, but nothing I am not able to use as a researcher, right? I became an administrator. So I understood everything, but India is a growing country. If you understand something, then people will not allow you to do that work, because lot of requirement is there for this India. So you will become an expert, then you will not allowed to do that work. If you become a good teacher, then you will have to do research. Then if you are doing a good research, administration will, okay, this person is doing good research, that means he is good for administration, so that is why we have taken him. Okay, he is doing good research, so we have taken him for administration. Immediately after joining, we put him as a research deputy director, because we have seen the kind of publications he has made. So no, the world will not allow you to work. Now if I am doing good VC work, I cannot continue as a VC work. Somebody else will wait for me, right? Because the country needs lot of requirement for the nation building process. This country is a very poor country. Now even don't think, if you visit Japan and Russia, Moscow and very developed nations, then you will know where we are and how much effort we need to build this nation. So even very good dedication, all the people are working 20 years. It's reaching that kind of status is a little difficult. Maybe we can achieve 90% if we all work hard. All the people in this country should get everything. கொஞ்சம் பேர் 10% மக்களுக்கு எல்லாம் கிடைச்சாச்சுன்னா it is not a developed nation. எல்லோரும் எல்லாமும் பெற வேண்டும். இங்கு இல்லாத நிலை வேண்டும்னு சொல்றாரு. அது மாதிரி எல்லாரும் எல்லாமும் பரவாயில்லைனாக்கா ரிசர்ச்சர்ஸ் ஷுட் கான்ட்ரிபியூட் மச். ரிசர்ச்சர்ஸ் should contribute much and make this, you join in this nation building process. There are so many opportunities waiting for you if you work hard. If you work hard, there are so many opportunities. If you prove yourself in one field, don't, what is next, you don't do this. Kadanai chei balanai edirpadarade. You do your duties, automatically people will take you to the next level. Okay, so all the best. So listen all the lectures given in this induction program. In the last 3 induction program, you will become powerful and you will become an expert in the near future, and you should bring some laurels for not only for you, also to this university. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor. Now we can understand E is equal to mc square. Your energy is proportional to your knowledge and once again proportional to your research progress. So thank you so much, sir, for the wonderful talk covering most aspects of conducting quality research. Now I take the privilege in delivering the vote of thanks. Foremost, on behalf of Center for Research, I extend my sincere thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor for guiding us in the path of light towards successful research conduct. I thank Professor Inian for his valuable contribution for this induction program, and I also thank all other speakers who have indebted towards contributing towards this particular induction program. A program of this nature is not possible without a dynamic leadership and a supporting staff team. I extend my sincere thanks to all the organizing committee for all the arrangements at all levels. Best wishes from Center for Research to the budding researchers to accomplish more in your research. The center confers Certificate of Recognition and Best Thesis Award, as Director Ma'am said, for outstanding researchers. I wish you all receive such laurels in your research journey. With this note, let us raise for National Anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलति तरंगा जब शुभ नामे जाहे जब शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तब जय दाता जनगण मंगल नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you all.